So, this is Chakras Part 1. Today, we're going to hear about the 12 chakra system, symbols and meanings, chakra, and auras. There are 7 main chakras: the root chakra, the sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and the crown. Most people aren't familiar with the fact that we actually have 12 chakras in total. If you look over here to the picture, you can see the 7 main chakras that are in color going up the front. And then it continues on 8, 9, 10 is actually on the bottom underneath the root chakra, and then 11, 12 back on the top again. And those are the transcendence of time, soul connection, earth connection, mind over matter, and universal unity. The concept of the 7 chakras originates in the Eastern spiritual traditions, which see the chakras as the fundamental energy exchange facility within the body. Each chakra corresponds to a different aspect of life and provides important functions on the 4 levels of existence: physical, emotional, intellectual, and subtle. The system is based on the Hindu tradition that recognizes 7 distinct wheels of energy. So, as you can see from the picture, the chakras run up and down the spine, starting at the root all the way up to the top of the head. The chakras are in continuous motion. The chakras have the power to vitalize body and mind, and the spinning action draws in energy referred to as the universal life force. I want to point out that when the chakras are in motion, as we just said before, it's taking an energy. So it's taking in any energy. So your environment, the people that you're around, the things that you do on a daily basis is so important to be mindful of, because you are taking in all of the energy around you. Some of us take in more than others. So if you're a person who, you take care of yourself, you exercise, you eat well, you do all this stuff for you to be healthy, to be in good energy, to be in a good vibe. And now you go and sleep with somebody who does none of those things and is a very negative person. You're exchanging energy. You're not just taking their energy, you're leaving your energy. And there are such things as energy vampires. And once they get that feeling of what you have to offer, they will suck you dry. We're not very aware of this. So it happens all the time to so many people. We must protect our energy by saging ourselves all the time, cleansing our auras, which we'll get into later, and being out in nature, grounding ourselves to the earth. It's really, really important, because if your chakras are blocked, then you're blocked from receiving what is for you. And once we go through the chakras, you'll understand what each chakra is meant for. And each relate to a different color and vibrational frequency, and they are visualized as lotuses with different numbers of petals for each of the chakras. Auras are considered to be subtle and luminous fields of energy surrounding a person. It is said that all objects and all living things manifest such auras. In the Tantric tradition of Hinduism, the aura is represented by the 7 colors of the chakras and linked to the energies of the chakras. The colors radiate outwards in 3 dimensions. Some people claim to be able to see auras. If you look at the picture, that is a healthy aura. It is a bubble around him, all nice and clean and closed up. So anything that goes through that first layer, the top purple layer, is in his immediate energy field. So somebody coming up behind him, as soon as they hit where that purple is, he can sense them. He can feel them, like, no matter how, depending how far out the aura is. So the picture, you can see it's that many layers, but your aura can actually be further out than that. Some people are really sensitive to knowing when somebody is around, hear them coming in, or not hear them, but can feel when somebody's coming in without hearing them. Some people, you could run up right behind them and they don't even know you're there until you're literally breathing on their neck. They clearly have a damaged aura and should really be thinking about working on stuff like that. It is to protect you. It is what animals do with their instincts. How do you think they know when predators are coming when they don't see them? Because they feel them. The predator's in their energy field. So that's your instinct to say, oh shit, I need to bounce. It's the same thing with people, that gut feeling when you just know like something is not right, something is close and you need to get out of there. Well, that's your energetic field. It's in your field. They say the size, thickness, and shape of the aura reveals a person's personality, power, and emotional state. The aura is dynamic and can be affected by the environment, mood, and intent. The condition of the aura also reflects the state of the physical body. So, a sudden emotional experience can instantly change the color of the aura. This is why it's so imperative that we make sure that our chakras are in alignment and that we take care of our aura, that we stay in a high vibration, and that we only allow ourselves to be around high vibrating people. When you vibrate high naturally, anybody else is going to fall off that's not vibrating high like you. But we have to learn to separate ourselves from those that are just in a negative state all the time, that are just negative Nelly, even if they're family. Sometimes, you know what? It's not worth it. Blood, they say, is thicker than water. No, my peace is the most important. And I am always going to make sure that I am in a position and in an environment that I am peaceful, that I am receiving what I am giving, and that I am taking care of myself, and those around me are taking care of themselves so that they don't have to steal my energy. Energy vampires are real. They will suck you dry of all your energy if you don't understand that every encounter that you have is an exchange of energy. You're sitting down at a restaurant talking with somebody, you're exchanging energy. When you're on the phone at work, when you're talking to your boss, you're exchanging energy. When you pass somebody in the street and you say hello, they say hello back, you're exchanging energy. So when you're sleeping with somebody, that is the deepest level of energy exchange that there possibly can be. Makes sense, right? So if you're a person who takes care of yourself and goes to the gym, eats healthy, is organized, lives a very good, peaceful life, and you are with somebody who you are sexually involved with that doesn't do any of those things, maybe not, may not be the most negative, but maybe they are. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're exchanging energy on a very deep level every time you sleep with that person. And remember, if you're taking their energy, you're leaving yours too, because it's an exchange. So they're taking your good energy and they're thriving off of it, and you're getting left with their negative energy. Auras are connected to past lives and can provide information on the karmic history of a person. An intense aura around the head may indicate a strong spiritual path. Children have cleaner, stronger auras than adults do because they're pure and they're new. Life hasn't happened yet. So. The first chakra is symbolized by a lotus with four petals and the color red. This chakra forms the foundation of the survival instinct. It is concerned with all the basic needs such as food, shelter, sleep, and self preservation. It grounds us to the earth and anchors life energy into the world. A balanced root chakra creates a solid foundation for the six chakras before. Anxiety, nightmares, and sudden fear are indicators of an unbalanced root chakra. Physical symptoms may include constipation, lower back pain, and prostate problems. Activities that can promote a healthy root chakra include hiking, gardening, cooking, and everything that connects with nature. Location of the root chakra is at the base of the spine in the pelvic plexus. The principle for it is physical identity, self preservation, survival, and basic needs. Immediate instinct is survival instinct and the will to live. The body parts that associates with it are the legs, bones, feet, rectum, colon, adrenal gland, and the kidneys. Signs of imbalance are eating disorders, excessive negativity, and delusions. Balancing suggestions are physical activity, yoga, incense, meditation, and walking. Signs of disharmony are overemphasis on all things material and greed. Signs of harmony are uncomplicated connections to all things physical. And the associated crystals for the root chakra are all red gemstones, especially ruby. So the associated music note is a C, associated metal is lead, associated animal is elephant, associated sense is smell, associated element is earth, associated seed, syllable, and mantra is alam, associated aroma is cedar, and associated deity is Ganesh. So, to sum it up for you a little bit, you see from the information given why it's important to understand the chakra system to make sure that our chakra is aligned and unblocked. Prostate cancer, digestive issues, colon cancer, these are all deadly situations that can be prevented by understanding the body, understanding how we are supposed to release emotions and toxins and align ourselves and take care of ourselves so that we don't suffer later on in life. I want to say at least a good 80% of the world lives in survival mode. One shape or form, we are always in survival mode, some worse than others because we got to pay bills. We've got to work, 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 pay bills, pay sitters, pay for gas, pay for food, pay for everything. We don't know anything else than to be in survival mode. Every day is the grind. Every day is another day that we have to hustle and be out there just going, 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 going. That in itself could take our chakra out of alignment. It is so important to get with nature, to just sit and be, to ground yourself to the earth. The second chakra is symbolized by a lotus with six petals, and the color is orange. The chakra represents passion, pleasure, and enjoyment. It is the center of feelings and emotions. Physically, this chakra governs reproduction, earns enthusiasm. This chakra is instrumental in developing flexibility in life as it regulates the flow of emotions and thoughts. A healthy, unblocked sacral chakra is essential for personal expansion, healthy relationships, and interactions with people and the world. In the unbalanced state, emotions take over to the point of obsession. Depression may also set in. So, the location of this chakra is above the pubic bone and below the navel. Its principles are expression of desire, enthusiasm, and creative imagination. Immediate instinct is emotions, creativity, sexuality, and passion. The body parts associated with this chakra are the ovaries, testicles, kidneys, uterus, and the lymphatic system. Signs of imbalance are tension, inner conflict, sexual problems, and instability. Balancing suggestions are taking care of your emotions and intimate relationships. Signs of disharmony are inability to express emotions. Signs of harmony are balanced and easygoing, healthy relationships. Associated crystals are moonstone. The associated note is the D note. Associated planets are Mercury and the moon. Associated element is water. Associated C syllable and mantra is Vam. Associated aroma is jasmine. Associated deity is Vishnu. Associated metal is tin. And the associated sense is taste. Okay, we're going to get real right now and we're going to get deep. So, generations prior to me, men were not allowed to have feelings. They weren't allowed to have emotions. That made them weak. And even though I don't believe that today it still stays the same, it does still exist. And it is so important to understand that that way of thinking is extremely unhealthy. You cannot suppress emotions, feelings, beliefs. We need to be able to speak in our own authenticity. So, having this particular chakra blocked means instability, it means sexual problems, it means inner conflict. Why? Because your sexual problems is going to be because you can't get up. For women, this is for you too, ladies. Like, if you're in the bedroom and you can't be aroused, if you can't get wet, then that is sending signs to your man and vice versa to your ladies because the other partner is always going to think it's them. you're not attracted to me anymore, and so on and so on. Then that causes inner conflict, that causes embarrassment, and it just kind of shuts you down even more, taking other emotions and messing with your other chakras. We need to understand that it is so important to be able to express ourselves, to express our emotions. There's a difference between having feelings and having emotions and expressing that, and being a crybaby who fucking whines about everything. That's what makes you weak. The third chakra is sometimes called the power chakra. A lotus with 10 petals symbolizes it and relates to the color golden yellow. This chakra governs willpower and identity. It supports confidence, personal warmth, self discipline, and self esteem. It projects personality into the world and drives movement and confident action. An open, healthy solar plexus balances all aspects of a person into a steady, positive stream that friends, family, and associates appreciate. An overactive third chakra can result in obsessive behavior and uncontrolled emotional outbursts. A blocked third chakra definitely will make you weak, problems with decision making, and even depression. So, the location of this chakra is between the navel and the solar plexus. The principle for this chakra is the center of personality, identity, and ego, and vital energy. Immediate instinct is willpower, sense of self, confidence, and personal warmth. The body parts associated are the digestive system, the pancreas, and your metabolism. Signs of an imbalance are low self esteem, instability to make decisions, and anger. Balancing suggestions are healthy diet, healthy eating habits, and rest. Signs of disharmony are anxiety, restlessness, and dissatisfaction. Signs of harmony are inner integration, wholeness, inner peace, and calm. Associated crystals are citrine, golden feldspar, and imperial topaz. Associated music note is E. Heavenly bodies are the sun and Mars. Associated element is fire. Associated aroma is sandalwood. Associated deities are Lakini and Rudra. Associated metal is iron. Associated sense is sight. And associated seed, syllable, and mantra is Ram. So, as we now know, this chakra is very important to keep balanced by eating healthy, healthy habits, not overindulging in eating, really just watching what you're putting into yourself. Everything that we put into ourselves or onto ourselves is becoming part of us and does affect our energy flow one way or another. So, in return, that means that our confidence, how we, see the world, how we see ourselves, it could be inflicted if we're not taking care of ourselves. And we see that a lot in the world today. So many people have so many issues, even just emotional issues, how they visualize themselves, how they see the world around them. And it really does come down to our environment, what we listen to all the time, what we put into ourselves, what we're hearing, what we're eating, you know, it affects how we act, it affects how we feel about ourselves. So let's make it a habit, me included, to do better, to eat better, to be better. Symbolized by a lotus flower with 12 petals and relating to the color green is the heart chakra. The heart chakra supports love, compassion, generosity, kindness, caring, and respect for others. Being the center chakra, it has a balancing influence and forms a bridge to the upper and lower three chakras. A balanced heart chakra allows easy communication and interchange with others. Goodwill and harmony effortlessly overcome selfish and egotistical attitudes. The beauty of life opens up and the world appears friendly and harmonious. An imbalanced heart chakra may express itself through physical illness, extreme jealousy, paranoia, suspicion, fear of intimacy, and depression. The location of the chakra is the center of your chest, your heart area. Its principle is love and care to self and others. Immediate instinct is love, compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. The body parts associated with this chakra are the heart, blood circulation, lungs, breasts, and lymphatic system. Signs of imbalance are anger, suspicion, breathing problems, and congestion. Balancing suggestions are forgiveness, practice, kinds of kindness, and acceptance. Signs of disharmony are suspicious attitude towards love and kindness, and signs of harmony is connection and a warmth feeling of love. The associated crystals are emerald, mossgate, green avertine, jade, and peridot. Associated musical note is the letter F. Associated planet is Venus. Associated element is air. Associated Roma is rose. Associated deity is Krishna. Associated metal is copper. The associated sense is touch. And the associated seed, syllable, and mantra is yang. I really don't think I need to explain why this is the most important chakra, but I'm going to anyway. If we don't do everything from love, from our heart, then we're not living our best life. And I will tell you why. Most of us go to work every single day to a job that we're not in love with. Even if you don't hate it, you don't love it. That's not living from your heart. We do things every single day because we think that we have to, because society has said to, because we've been programmed to, because it is part of our environment and our situation around us, because we think that it's the best thing to do. We give so much of ourselves to people who don't reciprocate that. We are doing things daily that is not putting ourselves first. I understand that we live in a world where we must pay bills and we must do certain things, therefore we must work, right? Yeah, I get that. However, we are the creators of our reality, period, point blank. And the sooner that we understand how deep this really does go and how everything is totally connected, intertangled as oneness, the better lives that we can lead. Our heart is our center. It is our God. It is the universe. It is everything that we see around us. We are all totally connected. So, something happening on the other side of the world, whether we realize it or not, it does affect us and vice versa. We have become so disconnected from the world, most importantly from ourselves. And we need to get back to a connectedness, and that starts in the heart. If we live by our heart and we make decisions based on what we feel from our heart, not what we think from our mind, we will be more happier, which means we'll be more healthier, which means we will live our best life. So I hope that you take this into consideration and you really start being mindful of how you make decisions and how you do things on a daily basis. Is it from love or is it from fear? Is it from overthinking something and believing that that's what you're supposed to do? Is that your belief? Have you ever stepped back and said to yourself, do I even resonate with that? Is that my belief, or was that a belief that I was born into that now I've made my own that maybe doesn't even align with you? So, really do the work and really ask yourself some questions. And at the end of the day, whatever you do it with love, do it with compassion, do it with the sincerity of really caring about the world and others around you. And I promise you will see that tenfold back to you. Our fifth chakra is symbolized by a 16 petaled lotus, and its color is blue or turquoise. It is associated with expression and communication, speaking your truth with compassion. The subtle realms of nonverbal and energetic connections also belong to this chakra. Ideas and inspirations are processed into reality. Self expression, purpose of life, creativity, and personal authenticity are projected through this chakra. An overactive throat chakra may lead to rapid talking, mindless gossiping, and even verbal aggression. A blocked throat chakra may express itself in lack of verbal control, inability to listen, excessive fear of speaking, lying, and extreme shyness. The location of this chakra is the area of the throat. Its principle is expression and communication. Its immediate instinct is to listen, consider, speak with compassion. The body parts associated with this chakra are the throat, mouth, and tongue, thyroid, jaw, neckline, and larynx. Signs of imbalance is difficulty with communication and uncontrolled ego. Balancing suggestions are singing, humming, listening to music, and nature. Signs of disharmony are rapid speech, many words, and lack of clarity. Signs of harmony are clear, balanced speech, good listener. Associated crystals are aquamarine, lapis lazuli, larimar, and blue topaz. Associated musical note is the letter G. Associated planet is Mercury. Associated element is space. Associated aroma is sage. Associated deity is Sakini. Associated metal is mercury. Associated sense is sound. And associated seed, syllable, and mantra is hum. If you have a closed throat chakra, chances are you're too shy to speak in front of people. You can't defend yourself when necessary. You don't know how to communicate. You can't express everything that's within you. And when you don't express what's within you, then it gets suppressed. And that's how toxicity starts happening in your body and everything else goes to shit. It is so important to be in alignment, to make sure that you stand in your truth, that you're speaking your truth, that you are in your authentic space, regardless of what anybody else's opinions may be. Always stand in your truth and speak your truth. Don't feel the need to have to constantly defend yourself, but it's nice to know that you can speak freely when you need to. Always lift up others. You never know what kind of day somebody's having. And we're so blessed to have a voice to be able to speak with. Saying I love you is just a bonus. A lotus with two petals symbolizes this chakra and primarily corresponds to the color indigo. It is the center of inner perception and insight and helps to generate clarity of thought, spiritual contemplation, and sincere self reflection. In this way, innate inner knowledge is experienced and can be used to manage the outer world. The well balanced third eye provides intuitive wisdom and guidance which can be trusted with confidence. An overactive sixth chakra can make an individual intolerant, judgmental, and unsympathetic. An underactive sixth chakra may result in lack of empathy to others, reduced common sense, and difficulty in understanding all things spiritual. The location of this chakra is between your eyebrows. Its principles are perception, intuition, sixth sense, and inner knowledge. Immediate instinct is clairvoyance, telepathy, and lucid dreaming and visualization. Body parts associated are the pituitary gland, your eyes, ears, head, and pineal gland, and your brain. Signs of imbalance are headaches, poor eyesight, and excessive forgetfulness. Balancing suggestion is meditation, sitting in the sun, and bright light. Signs of disharmony are concentration, difficulties with confusion, and fear. Signs of harmony are clarity of mind and your sixth sense of knowledge. Associated crystals are blue sapphire, tourmaline, lapis lazuli, blue quartz. Associated musical note is the letter A. Associated planets are Moon and Saturn. Associated element are all elements and light. Associated aroma is lavender. Associated deity is Shiva. Associated metal is silver. Associated sense is intuition and mind. And associated seed, syllable, and mantra is Kasham. Our third eye is our vision to the beyond, our imagination. When we can think and play out a whole scenario in our minds without it ever happening, but we can see it clear. We can see everything, what we're wearing, the colors, where we are, who we're with, our visualization. It's everything. It's how we manifest. If you're manifesting and you're not visualizing and using your third eye, then you're not manifesting at all. And that's why nothing is coming to you. If we can see it, we can have it. If we can see it, It already exists in a parallel universe. And we just have to raise our vibration so that we can align with that parallel universe. Quantum jump. Um, it's so important to have our imagination open, to use it all the time, visualize everything, feel what you would feel if you got what you wanted. See yourself in your third eye having it already. See what your reaction is and feel that feeling. And that is manifesting. And that is how you will call into your life what is already waiting for you. This is the chakra of pure consciousness, symbolized by a lotus with 1,000 petals and represented by the color violet. The crown chakra promotes the experience of mystical oneness. All phenomena are connected on many levels. Within this profound knowledge, the possibility of deep peace, serenity, and joy. The physical body, the ego, and the mind are left behind for the unconditional, non dual, luminous void of suchness. An overactive crown chakra may produce a sense of being superior and separation from others. A blocked crown chakra results in lack of purpose and a feeling of meaningless, leading to depression and physical and mental disorders. The location of this chakra is in the crown of your head. Its principles are self realization and absolute unity. Immediate instinct is mystical oneness with totality, finite and infinite. Body parts associated are pituitary gland, pineal gland, upper part of the brain. Signs of imbalance are depression, listlessness, and loss of faith. Balancing suggestions are pranayama, breathing techniques, and yoga. Signs of disharmony are anxiety, spiritual negation, dissatisfaction with life. Signs of harmony are inner peace, profound spiritual equanimity. Associated crystals are diamond, amethyst, selenite, and sugilite. Associated, associated seed syllable and mantra is Om. Associated musical note is the letter B. Heavenly bodies are the universe. Associated element is emptiness. Associated aroma is lotus. Associated deity is beyond deity. Associated metal is gold. And the associated sense is enlightenment. Our crown chakra is the exact connectedness to the heavens, to the universe, to everything. We receive our downloads from the heavens, from in our crown chakra. We are connected through our crown chakra. It is what lets us know what we know. It is our faith. It is just the knowing. It's the knowing that we are something bigger. There is something greater, that we are all one, that we are connected, that we are unity. It is the gateway to everything that exists, everything around us, everything in the universe. It is oneness. Thank you so much for seeing this through. If you're still here, I'm so grateful. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you get alerts every time I post a new video. Like, share, comment. If there's more videos like this that you want, leave it in the comments below. I'll make sure I get to it. Again, part 2 will be coming out right after this. Make sure that you see it. A lot of really good stuff. Thank you.